Okay, the scene is set. Stephen, fairly new to the city, but a decent aged kindred, comes out of his temporary haven in the really cheap hotels south of the airport. He's knows he's got to play it safe since he's not yet seen the prince. However, he's pretty sure the prince will understand that we've all got to eat. So he knows he's on walking on thin ice, so to speak. But as long as he doesn't make any big mistakes and pays the prince his proper due and his primage, and once he's able to come in and see him, it'll all be okay. But it'll be okay. So yeah. Anyway, the good thing is it's not going to be Stephen tonight anyway. So that being the case, one of his best buddies and best personages is going out tonight instead, and that will be his good friend, many years, Dick. So, all that being what it is, it's a fairly familiar man. They're good friends, been good friends for a while, and um, Dick's not being very cooperative tonight. So, um, after calling him up on the phone on one of his contacts, they're good friends for a while, and he really doesn't want to go out that much. He's kind of Dick's not being very cooperative. He's saying maybe you should take care of this one on your own, buddy. You've still got to answer to the prince. I'm not covering for you this time. After calling him up on the phone on one of his contacts. Well, you know what? Screw you too. If you're going to be that way. He really doesn't want to go out that much. He's kind of be that way then. See if I ever help you when you need help, buddy. Quit being such a dick. All right. That being the case, he knows he's starting to make a few friends here. He's been in and out of the city once or twice. Um, he's heard some good things about the shopping malls and there on the boardwalk. Um, so that being the case, he knows he's locking his place up, making sure nobody's gonna find out that it's him staying there. He's still kind of upset. He's gonna walk kind of slow down there. It takes him about a half hour. Uh, he's really not too happy about the way his old buddy's been treating him. That's not very like his old buddy there. It's he's still kind of upset. He's gonna walk kind of slow down there. It takes him about a half hour. Really not too happy about the way The good thing is, it kind of, while it did spoil his plans for a night out on the town, it's certainly isn't the lowest quality people he could have found for the night. So he's going to see who he can find. It's getting kind of late, but it's not without halfway decent prospects. So good thing is, there's still some decent. There's still some. Certainly isn't the lowest quality people he could have found for them. There's still some decent prospects out there. So he kind of shakes his head off and heads out to the boardwalk. Making he's still going to make a night of it, and as he goes down to the boardwalk, he says, "There's still some decent prospects out there." So 5 plus 2 dice here, which is my herd. I've got etiquette plus perception 5, and then 6, 7. So he's still going to make a night of it and give it that old college try. Oh my lord! He says, "This is horrendous. My goodness." That is a 6. Give it that old college try. Oh my lord. This is horrendous. My goodness. Everybody is looking at him like, "It's a 6. You weirdo, what in the world are you doing here? You so do not belong in this city. You get out of our town right now." And with that, he turns tail and runs back towards his motel. Spends about, I would say, an hour trying to recollect his thoughts. He's you're not one of us. You just so are not one of us. It's a couple of the people that are spends about I would say an hour. At a difficulty of 8, he's making a humanity roll from the past people that have bugged him. Conscience of 4. You're not one of us. You just so are not one of us. The difficulty is 8. His derangement of sanguinary animism is coming back. Flashbacks. His derangement. He just, no, I'm not going to be able to do this tonight. At a difficulty of 8, he's making a humanity roll. A derangement roll. Past people that have bugged him. Conscience of 4. And he starts to just go completely wild in his. The difficulty is 8. His derangement of sanguinary animism is coming back. Flashbacks. His derangement. Just, no, I'm not going to be able to do this tonight. Another botch. Thankfully, he has willpower. I have to. I'm barely able to keep this under control and keep it somewhat manageable. Burning a willpower to retest this at a. Thankfully, he has willpower. I have to. That's what, 2 hours gone now. I'm barely able to keep this early in the day. So after the 2 hours are gone. Okay, finally. I can finally go out and try to do this again at 3. What we would say. That's what, 2 hours gone now. 11 o'clock. I can go out and try to find something to eat. So after the 2 hours, I spend another hopelessly nail biting. Thanks a lot, Dick. Thanks for leaving me hanging. It's all your fault. You know that, right? I wouldn't be in this position if it wasn't for you. Try to find something to eat. I spend another hopelessly. So, let's see. Yeah, boardwalk. No. Hmm. Hmm. It's all your fault. You know that, right? I wouldn't be in this position if it wasn't for you. I've always been wanting to see that new Captain America movie. Let's go see what's playing tonight. If I'm not mistaken, that's a DC8. The theaters are DC8. I'm gonna go there. It's higher difficulty, but that's fine. I want to see what I can wrangle up over there. Let's say it makes about. I'm gonna call a cab and get there in about. I'd say half an hour. Get my ticket. Let's. If I'm not mistaken, that's a DC8. The theaters are DC8. We'll make a higher difficulty. That's fine. Let's see what I can wrangle up over there. Let's say it makes about. I'm going to call a cab. Get there in about. I'd say half an hour. Get my ticket. Charisma plus subterfuge to see what's over there. To see if I can find a appropriate. We'll make a appropriate person. Herd has backfired, so nothing there. So 1, 2, 3. That's 4 dice. We'll clear these out. Charisma plus subterfuge to see what's over there. While I'm going to the movie. Find a appropriate. It's a DC8. 1 success. I find a somewhat attractive woman. As I'm walking up, and hey, you're here to see Captain America also. I kind of like the first one. let me go ahead and pay for your popcorn and your drink. Okay? Yeah, sure. That's fine, she says back. You know what? Let's why don't you go ahead and I got a better idea. Why don't we go ahead and go get us some food? I kind of like the first one. Let me go ahead and pay for your popcorn and your drink. How about let's go get some dinner. Yeah, sure. I'm not really a big fan of this. I don't know about you. I'd rather go get some real food somewhere else. How about you? Huh? I'll roll manipulation plus subterfuge. Let's see. 4 plus 1, 5 dice. Clear. I'm not really a big fan of 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know about you. I'd rather get some real food somewhere else. How about you? Let's see. The 6 gets canceled. The 10 rather gets manipulation plus subterfuge. Uh, yeah, well, okay, I guess. Sure, why not? Okay. Um, we go ahead and the same cab. We get another cab that's out there sitting out front. Hey, cabbie, go ahead and take us to the take us to blah restaurant. I'd tell him a random restaurant. Yeah, sure, boss, whatever. I hand him a 20, and he takes us out to the restaurant. My eat food merit kicks in. It's a decent restaurant, a fairly, I would say, 4 or 5 star Michelin star restaurant. Hey, this is a nice place. Well, hey, it's not bad. I kind of like it myself. Um, Not exactly Gordon Ramsay, but it's a good high place, good high stakes place. I kind of like it. I'll have the Chardonnay with what 4 5 star Michelin star restaurant. No, wait. How about you surprise us, waiter? Surprise us with the best. Surprise us with your best wine, your best vintage. The best vintage, and then whatever the lady wants. Okay? And I pull out another $100 bill, give it to him. And he's like, of course, monsieur. And he comes back in a couple minutes with a good champagne. And we end up having a nice meal brought to us. Again, the Eat Food Merit lets me have the best, lets me allow, hold on, let me slow down for a second. The Eat Food Merit allows me to drink the wine with ease and eat the food with ease, with no obvious problem. The date likes it as well. As I'm eating it, I also trigger my heightened sense of taste so I can get even more enjoyment from it. Just before we're finished, I get up and say, if you'll excuse me, dear, I'll be right back. I head to the bathroom and I vomit up my I vomit up the food. I'm gonna roll one random dice. Odds, and actually I'm putting in my obfuscate 2 and hiding. This random odds are for somebody being in here already with me. And if they are in here with me, I'm going to feed from them. One random dice. Odds. And actually, I'm putting in my obfuscate 2. Just random odds are for somebody being in here already with me. If they are in here with me, I'm going to feed from them. Okay. As they're doing their business, I'm going to stay obfuscated and feed from them, and then put them back in the toilet, closed off in the toilet, and close the stall, and then go back sated from the I take about 5 blood points from this person. A difficulty, let's see. Oh, darn it. Let's see, conscience conviction roll for this person. 4 dice. Difficulty 8, because I don't know this person. I take about 5 blood points from this person. With 2 successes and no ones. I don't worry from my derangement. My derangement's fine. And I gain 5 more points from them. Now, back out with my date. I go ahead and finish the rest of the date with them, the dinner with them, and get back in the cab and take her, have the cabbie drive her back to her place. Once the cab gets back, I let her go, give her the kiss on the hand, and say, "Thank you very much for the wonderful time I had. Good night. We should do this again sometime." She says, "Yes, certainly. We definitely should." I say, "Call me," and then let her get out the door without giving her my actual number. I give the cabbie 30 as soon as she gets out the door, and I tell him, "Go ahead and get lost." And as soon as I said, "Get lost, you never saw me," and he takes off. Wait for him to take off. And as she's walking up the door to her apartment, I am going to make a stealth roll. Give the cabbie as soon as she gets out the door, and I tell him, "Go ahead and get lost." And as soon as I say, "Get lost, you never saw me," and he takes off. Wait for him to take off. And as she's walking up the door to her apartment, I am going to make a stealth roll to stealth roll to get over to a shadowed area unseen and get unseen presence, pop unseen presence, and then follow her up to her apartment as she's opening the door. I'm guessing there's going to be some type of stealth. Wits plus stealth, I'm guessing, to do that. Get unseen presence. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 dice to do this successful obfuscate roll. I'm guessing there's going to be some type of stealth. It's not terribly challenging, but I did get the 1 6. I mean, I'm not trying to take over the world here, so I'm guessing the 1 difficulty 6 should do it. 4, 5, 6 dice to do this successful obfuscate roll. Since generally obfuscate you don't need to test for. I'm following her up to her room. As she goes into her room, I'm assuming she goes into the shower. Before she managed just take any clothes off, terribly challenging. I did get to 1 6. I'm not trying to take over the world here, so I'm guessing the 1 difficulty 6 should do it. I'm still obfuscated, so I'm guessing a stealth plus. She goes into the shower. Before she managed just take any clothes off. Stealth plus brawl, I would guess. It's for the feed. So that's a 3 plus a 2. I'm still kind of iffy on what the rolls are for you guys. I want to guess it's, and there's going to be somewhat challenging, so I'm going to say it's a difficulty 7. 7. There'll be 5 dice on this. Stealth plus brawl, I would guess. Okay, the 1 for the feed. So that's a 3 plus a 2. I got the 9. I canceled the wrong one out, but there's a 9. I got a success roll of 8. The 9 gets canceled out. The 9 is busted out. There we go. I'm going to take, I've got from her, I've got the 5 or so. I got 5. Canceled the wrong one out, but there's a 9. I'm up to about, the 13 that I'm taking the 5. That puts me up to about. There we go. I'm going to take. I'm guessing you started at about 6. I took 5 from the guy at the. I got 5 from that guy, 5 from that guy, and then I got 3 from her. That should make it 13. I'm guessing that's what that should put me at least to the top, and that should make me good for a while. She's still under the effects of the kiss, so again, I'm gonna leave no stuff behind, leave no evidence behind of. So for breaches of the masquerade. 5 from that guy, 5 from that guy, and I got 3 from her. That should make it 13. I'm guessing that's what I want to put her back into her bed and then cover her back up. Right after that, I want to roll another derangement. I don't know her. I'm rolling another derangement. And I'm good. I've cleared that one. 2 successes. And with that being done, she can't see me. Nobody else can. Obfuscate back up and head out. Close her door behind me. Making sure nobody can see me, mind you. Make sure nobody can see me in the hall. Run down the door. See nobody out there. And I run back to my apartment, obfuscated, and that should be seen. And I've got to say, I have never had, this is anything but a quick bite to eat. I have never had this many botches in one scene in my life, my gaming life, and wow. Just wow. When I get on my next scene, I'm going to beat the crap out of the other identity that this guy has. I'm seriously, he's going to have words. Steven and Dick are going to have words. And that should do it for a quick bite to eat. Ciao.